Welcome to Fit, Faith, and Purpose 360 Total Woman podcast with Deirdre, aka D Banks. Listen, here on this podcast, we're going to be talking about living a fit, faith, purposeful life for women over 40, the over 40 body changes, finding balance in healing in your mind, body, soul, and spirit, what your purpose is, and my favorite, discussing the Word of God and how to apply the Word of God to your life. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Again, I'm your girl Deirdre, aka D Banks. Alrighty, welcome to Living a Fit, Faith, and Purposeful Life for Women Over 40. I am your girl Deirdre, aka D Banks. Listen, if you have not shared, subscribe, what are you doing? Come on over, give us a support. I would love to hear your comments, how this is blessing you, and what type of shows you would like to hear and hear us talk about in the future. So today's podcast, I'm so excited about. It is titled Greater is Calling. Will you answer? And oftentimes God will call us outside of our comfort zone, and it's up to us to answer the call. And as we answer the call, we may not have all of the moving pieces, but if we trust in God, walk out on faith, He will align us with our purpose and help us along the way as we answer the call. So today I have on this podcast Miss Lady Sherrita Carter. She is an author. I can't wait for you to meet her. She's going to tell you about herself, and we're just going to have a little girl chat today. So welcome to the stage, Lady Sherrita Carter. Welcome. Can you say hello to the people and tell them a little bit about yourself?
Hello. So glad to be here. I'm a mother of 4 beautiful young adult children. I'm a pastor's wife. One thing I do, I love writing. I'm originally from San Francisco, California, now residing in Sacramento.
Awesome. And you are from my hometown. So this is like the third person from my hometown. And I'm so excited.
Wow.
Sacramento has truly showed up and been a great support system to this podcast. And I appreciate you all. I appreciate the support. And so I want to start off with an icebreaker. Are you ready? I didn't give you
Okay.
time to think about it.
Okay.
So, what song do you wake up to in the morning that gets you motivated, that encourages your day to get you started?
To get me started every day, I will have to say, my soul loves Jesus. My soul loves Jesus.
I love that. Why do you love that song?
It's personal. It's gets me, or like one, it's almost like one on one. It's like just me and him, me and the Lord just helping me to, like, I'm never leaving you, never forsaking you. I'm always there for you, and I just love him so much. He loves me even when we are not so lovable.
You are telling the truth. Seriously, He will pick us up even in our darkest moment. He will
Yes,
open doors that no man can close. And so I
yeah,
love that you chose that song. That is such an amazing way to start off this podcast. You are setting the tone,
yeah.
and I so appreciate it. So, as I opened up the podcast, I talked about greater is calling. Will you answer? What does that mean to you?
Curtis calling. Will I answer? Um, well, I like to say before I would have said, um, I pretend like I don't hear anything that the Lord telling me to do. Like, Lord, that's uncomfortable for me. I don't want to do that. But now it's more like, whatever you want me to do, Lord, I
Yeah.
will do, because long as you're with me. That's why my soul loves him, because he's always there. When no one was there, no one is there, he's there. Um, People may fail you, family may fail you, and they'll love you to death, but the Lord will never. And so it's like, I can do anything through him, with him. I Don't try to do anything on my own. Um,
Yeah.
he's my everything, and he keeps all his promises.
Wow, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
Can you give an example of God calling you to something greater and you said yes to?
Hmm. Something greater. And then I said yes to. Well, the very beginning is I said yes to him.
Mhm.
He said, "Hey, I am. I. He loves us. He died for us. Um, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I will be there for you. You accept me, and I will walk you through this throughout your entire life." The other thing is, he keeps us. Everything always goes back to he keeps us, no matter what. Um, to me, a higher calling is even dealing with people. He knows my heart. He knows how we are,
Yeah.
and to me, that's a hard thing to do. Just dealing with people. It's amazing that I'm here now, talking to you right now, because I would have been like, oh no, that's okay. I'll send you a message. But he keeps all his promises. He walks us through everything. He never leaves us.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. Um, and becoming pastor's wife,
Mhm.
um, you deal with a lot of people, and he just gave me a greater love for people,
Wow.
you know. And
Do you think, being that he took you out of your comfort zone as being a first lady, and now, congratulations, you are
mm,
an author of a
thank
children's
you.
book, which my granddaughter loves.
Oh, thank
um,
you.
do you think that helped you step outside of your comfort zone to answer another calling that God was calling you to?
Yes, I do. I believe so. I enjoyed writing all the time, but I never thought to publish something. And I don't know. I just writing has been a love for me, and I want to do what God gives you a gift to do something, and I want to use it to the best of my ability. And so I just said, "Yes, Lord, I will do what you ask. I will share testimonies. I will share um, living my life." Most of the books are uh, true stories. It's a children's book, and stories, but it's my personal life on things, and that's just another avenue of way to speak to people, witnessing to people on different levels of life. Um, so that's not just this first book is a beginning. Um, there's many more to come that I've been working on. One is not it's an adult one
Okay.
that's going to take some time, but whatever the Lord has for me to do, I just want to be obedient. I don't want to shy away from anything anymore. I just want to step out and be obedient to what He has me to do, and it could bless someone else. So,
I'm
yeah.
excited. So, what inspired this book, and what made you choose to start off in the children genre first?
Mm. Well, I love my grandparents, and they have all passed away now, and we had a special relationship, and so I chose this one because I want to bring back the love relationship in families, um, a love for your grandparents and the grandchildren. We know that mothers and fathers, they love their children, but there's a special relationship with a grandparent. And you should really cherish all those things. You take out everything is not perfect. So you take out all the negative things and you put all the positive things, memories you have, and you just put it together and demonstrate what love is. And you give it to each and every one. Um, that's a lot. Every time I think about it, and I get kind of emotional. Um, yeah, um, the relationship is special with the grandparents, and
Will
I
you
just
say
want
you
to
share
share
that
that
with
with
your,
others. Hmm.
yeah, will you say that since you've seen your book out and it has been out, what, for a couple of weeks now or a month? It's been out for a while?
January um, is when it
Okay.
came out.
Oh,
It
yeah, so
was
it's been out for a
it was
minute.
complete in December,
Uh-huh.
and actually, it's been really a blessing to tell. I know to hear adults tell me that they enjoyed the book, but when you hear it from children, children tell you the truth.
Right. Yes, they do.
And to hear them enjoy it and tell
Mhm.
me what story they like in it, um, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and it's been a blessing all the way up to this is only May,
Mhm.
and I've been doing a lot of. I have a lot of things set up to readings. I had 2 book signings. It was awesome, and to look back on it, I say, okay, Lord, He told me, you do this, I will bless you, and He blesses us beyond measure. We ask for this little thing, but He blesses. He overflows
Mhm.
blessings,
Yes, he
and
does.
I don't know. I'm grateful. Um, I don't know. I appreciate just being able to do something like this, and I would love to continue to do it. So,
That is amazing to watch. Like, I have been watching you on this journey and watching from afar, and just to see you answer the call, step outside of your comfort zone, and then do something that you've always been passionate about. And the one thing I want to talk about, that when we have a passion to something, there's always God's timing, right?
hmm
There's sometimes we want to rush the process ahead of the time when God is saying, let me grow you into this. What was that
hmm
journey looking like from the time that book was within your womb, and
hmm
then the process of birthing that out and watching it come to pass and watching God fulfill his promises on that? What was that journey like for you in that gestational period?
well, I just it was a very slow journey. It, it was a long process. It took me to COVID. When it gave me more time, I started working half days
Hmm.
during that time period. So I had more time. I had no excuse. You know, I started just jotting things down like I always do. Um, and I said, we just take this day by day. Um, and when it's time, for me, it was not a rush because I enjoy writing. And so I just really just took it one day at a time. Um, but when I started,
Hmm.
there's so many ideas coming to mind, so many memories coming back to me, and I just started jotting everything down and just keep it in this perfect place. This is for this time, and this is for another time. But like I said, the special one was the grandparents, and I wanted to get the process. At least I know my grandfather, my pawpaw,
Yeah.
he knew about the writing. He didn't get to see the finished product, but I know that he would have really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm answering your question correctly
No,
with that.
you did a great job because I wanted people just to hear your story of the journey because oftentimes, like I said, that we get an idea, a download from heaven, and God answers. But there is a process. And I love how you said you had some downtime and it took you that time to say, no excuses. God, I'm going
Hmm.
to step in out on faith and I'm going to do my
Right.
part because as long as we do our part, then God will do his part and make it happen. So I want
Absolutely.
women to see this beautiful creation you brought to life that has been a blessing to my granddaughter. Do you have the copy of the book so they can see it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. Is that the correct way?
Yay! It is so beautiful. Like the artwork alone draws you in, and I just love it. So, who did all this wonderful artwork for you?
Oh, this was from the publishing.
Okay.
Um, but this is the thing. Um, when you send it in, when you're in complete control,
Mhm.
they every little detail, um, they everything that you imagine that you want, um, they will do. And then it's like a back and forth thing. That was a process too, because you want stuff right the way you want it, and so it's like that was a challenge for me as well, going back and forth.
Yeah.
But when it came together and it came with the final product, oh my God. I said they did everything in detail,
Mhm.
what I wanted and
Wow.
how I would want it. This is how I want the cover. This is how I want the pages. Even down to this is almost my pawpaw right here. Yeah.
Oh,
So I'm
that's
just like they did everything in detail. But
awesome.
I'm glad that you asked about the illustrations because the other books that I have coming that maybe at the end of this year,
Okay.
um, I use my mom. My
Oh.
mom is an amazing artist, and my son is. And I said, you know what? Why not involve you in this? Be a part of this. And it's a story about me and my mom. It's
That's
about
awesome.
mom. I don't like peas, and
I love it.
you think about the things that I've done where I did not like them. I still don't. And
I
I
don't
used to
either.
stuff them in a sink. I used to do all kind of things. And we wrote a story about that. And she's actually completed all the artwork already. Beautiful
Oh,
artwork.
that's
And I'm just
awesome.
being able to work with my mom. That's another thing. So I think it's just about what I'm really writing about is just about love,
Mhm.
endearment, and how we should treat people, and how the way the world is now, how people are, the children are have a lot of different things going on that
Yeah,
are not really for them, and
right. That's true.
mainly it's just about how you love someone and how they love you back, and how you appreciate each other, basically. Yeah.
That is true. So
So I'm excited about that one.
I got one last question for you. I know how I felt when I opened my first book out of the package. How did that feel when you opened up your first creation, when you touched it and went through the pages? What was that feeling like?
um, it was like tears came down my eyes. I said, just like when the Lord said, "It is finished." I was like, "It
Oh,
is finished." This product came, this memory came to life, and I received it in December. The lady publisher told me that I probably wouldn't get it until later on, maybe the end of December or uh, January. She she did that on purpose. I got it. That was like a Christmas gift.
Uh-huh.
It was a Christmas package, and I said,
Mhm.
"Oh wow, this is amazing." I actually did this. Um, I was in tears of joy
Yeah.
and got me excited to do more.
Yeah.
Motivation
Mhm.
to get the other ones done. And then all these ideas keep coming in. I said, "Oh, okay, Lord, that's a, as long as I got you, I'm all right." You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm. It's like all the gifts inside of you now want to present
just
themselves because
burst
now
out.
yeah, because now
Yeah,
you have been validated. Like, I am an author. That's amazing within itself. Like, that's reinventing yourself and saying yes to another calling that God had for your life. And this can only go further from here. Like you said, more books, more things to come to light.
right.
So when in this moment, what I would like for you to do, if you can, is to inspire another woman who is ready to step out on faith. She just
Mhm.
don't know
Oh, you just complete, give everything to God. You just, Lord, this is what I want to do. I know that you're there for me and you will make a way and you will open doors for me. But we have to make that first step and say, okay, yes, Lord, yes, I will do this. And then what's really encouraging, I wanted to say, was you. I
how.
saw you do it. And I said, oh, that's amazing. If you see someone else do it, oh, I can do this too. But if this is according to what God given you to give out, it's in a different way. Um, everyone's different. Everybody has different gifts and talents, and
Right.
God has an assignment for everybody. I just think you want to finish your assignment. We're here temporarily, so you want to finish your assignment. You want to not be like you don't want to go later on in life and be like, oh, I should have did this. I should have been obedient to this. I mean, God always has a backup plan, of course, but
Yes.
why not choose this day to say, yes, Lord, okay, whatever you say. And don't go beyond that. Let Him lead you. Don't make quick decisions. Uh, pray about everything you do,
Yeah.
everything you do, and He will see you through. I'm a witness. I am a witness.
So grateful
God,
you.
God, I'm sorry I get emotional, but
It's okay. It's
I've
okay
come,
because
I've
yeah.
come a long way,
Yeah.
and oh, you really did something right now by just having me here. Thank you. This is amazing and beautiful. You are a perfect example, and you continue helping each woman by what you do in your podcast, in your writing. Very encouraging, and I admire that in you. And so, when you see your sisters going on, hey, I'm there with you. You're you're a
Appreciate.
blessing to me.
Thank you. Thank you. Girl, you gonna make me cry because listen, I wasn't trying to go. I am just so grateful that you said yes. It takes a lot to step out of comfort zones and to even to do this
Yeah.
podcast, to say yes to God because it's something I didn't want to pick back up. Like it's just something I was like, God, you can get somebody else to do it. But
Hmm.
when you do answer the call, is something in you that comes alive. It's almost like a rebirthing of God saying, "Listen,
Hmm.
I haven't forgotten you. I still see you, and there's
Right.
more work to do." And so to see you doing the book signings, to doing all of the things, and I see God doing greater things in you. This is only the beginning. There are so many other lives you're going to change, so many children lives who forgot what family look like. You are that
Mm-hmm.
answer to show, and I'm getting emotional now because I look at my
Mm-hmm.
granddaughter and I see it. I see it in her that you're giving these children testimonies of what grandparents look like. Because see, my daughter won't see her great grandma, but through
Mm-hmm.
your stories, she will see examples of those relationships and what that looks like. So
Yeah.
I thank you and honor you for saying yes to this
Thank
assignment.
you.
Oh Lord Jesus, I'm sitting up here crying
Thank
myself
you.
for saying yes to the assignment and allowing God to use you the way He is using you in this season. And don't shy away because there's so much more He has for you to do. And so, woman of God,
Mm-hmm.
I honor you. I really do in
Oh,
this season.
amen.
I
I'm
thank you.
so grateful.
Yeah, yeah, you got me sitting up here crying. I'm not supposed to be crying,
Appreciative. I'm sorry. I'm so
but it's
appreciative.
okay. It's okay because I always say when I do these, I want God to have His way, and whatever that looks like, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? And if it would have an impact on another woman's life in this season, I am so okay with that because I if God gets the glory, that's all that matters, and
Mm.
that settles it.
And
So
one more thing I
mhm,
just wanted to add. The most thing I've heard from this book is that it's so much love poured into it,
mhm,
and that's what I was trying to do. That's
yeah,
amazing
yep,
to hear
and you
that.
did. It came through.
Amen.
It really did. So, can you tell everyone how to get this book and where they can get this book?
Oh, you can get it on Amazon,
Mhm.
Barnes and Nobles. The local Sacramento is what is it? Underground Books. They have me on the shelf. Any book. Now that's another thing to see your book on the shelf. I had to take a picture, and that's amazing. And then Barnes and Noble, they saw that it was selling.
Mhm.
They start putting it on the shelf. They start ordering it. I said, "That's amazing."
God
First
is good.
time. So that's amazing. Yeah.
Because you can't tell God what He can't do, because He can multiply anything in His hand when you surrender it
Keep
to
your
God.
focus on Him.
Right,
No matter
right,
what this person says, that person says, focus on
mhm,
Him.
right.
Keep your
And
focus.
He will bring
Yeah.
it to pass.
I mean,
Awesome.
look at you. Look at you.
I thank you. I thank you. Yeah, I thank you. Yeah, there's more to come, more to come. And more to come for all of us. And I just can't wait to see what the rest of this year looks like for both of us and for all the other women out
Mhm.
there who say yes to God and yes to His will. And so, as we wrap up this podcast, is there a place they can follow you on social media so they know what new books are coming out and all of that? Is there a place they can follow you?
Well, that's one thing I need to do is to get a website. But for right now, I'm on Instagram,
Hmm.
um, just under my name, and I've just been putting only the books or whatever. Um, I want to get an email list so that I can start um, promoting it. But I'm working on a website, so um, I'll keep
All
you
right.
informed. Yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And I'll give you after this podcast, I'll give you a tip on some few things you can do quickly to get yourself up and running, so they know exactly where they can come get to you soon, quickly, even as of today, whenever this
Okay.
podcast is showing. So I'll give you that tip afterwards. So
Okay. Thank
as I
you.
get ready to end this podcast, like I end all of my podcasts, listen, God loves you. I love you. And really, there is nothing you can do about it. Bye for now.
Amen.